Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Back on the road again, and I touched on this last week. I think I've touched on it really the last few weeks about how I've always tried to make the Road Warrior kind of light and easy. When we first started this, nearly 400 and we're getting close to that 400 episode mark. Hard to believe we've been doing this each and every week for as long as we've been doing it. Off and on, literally for like 13 years, I believe we're up to. And really almost non-stop for what? Are we close to 9 years now? Something like that. It was something to pass the time. It was something to do, something to have fun with. And when the technology was first starting out, it was a lark. It was novel. It was interesting. I was one of the few people doing weekly video updates or daily video updates as I was doing on my Kev TV blog. And then it kind of evolved into the weekly with the Road Warrior, and then I've got the Mason Minute podcast. And well, with all of that, I try never to take myself too seriously or take life too seriously. I'm a very serious person, but at the same time, do you really care to hear what I have to say or what I think? I've never thought of myself as a opinion leader or opinion maker, and some people will tell me I'm too opinionated, and they don't care what my opinion is. We all have our own opinions, and that's fine. So I've always just tried to make it a slice of life, a slice of my life and the way I view life. How weird or strange or odd that may be, or as times have changed over the years, how just average it's become. But over the course of the last few months, it's been tougher and tougher to take things lightly, to be lighthearted. Because in all honesty, that's not the world we're living in right now. And that's been very easy but very difficult. I'm not going to tell you who you should or shouldn't vote for. I'm not going to try to change your mind about who we should take care of in this world and who we shouldn't take care of this world, and who you should care about and who you shouldn't care about. Maybe I should, but I don't know how much one man's voice matters. Now, if you ask my opinion, I'll give you my opinion. I'll tell you all about it and not think twice about it. But I'm not going to sit here and say, watch my video because I want you to listen to my opinion, because my opinion matters. At this point in time, I'm just one of many voices in the world. Now that everybody has access to this technology, there are more and more voices all the time. And as I've joked, kind of kiddingly, but at the same time very serious over the years, if I were younger, if I were prettier, there would be more views on these videos. More people would watch. More people would care. Because in reality, and in all honesty, do we need another middle-aged white guy telling us whatever's on their mind? What's funny is in the video space, in like the YouTube world or in the personal blog world, there aren't that many people my age doing it because they're not as comfortable with the technology. I'm actually amazed at how many people in the media, per se, aren't as comfortable with the technology as I thought they would be. I've always loved technology, and I've always tried to stay on the cutting edge of it as much as I can afford to. And again, there's no money in this. I'm doing it just for a hobby, just for a lark, just for fun. And so I spend where I can spend, and I do what I can do. But at the same time, does it really matter? Do I need to have lots of graphics and lots of things popping up behind my head or all around? No, you don't need that. Again, it's just one man talking for 3 or 4 minutes about life. It used to be fun. I hope it gets back to being fun and silly and not so serious. But I'm looking at the world a little bit more serious than what I was a month ago, 3 months ago. And that's not necessarily true. The last few years, as I've gotten older, as my parents have gotten older in their 80s, I look at the world much more serious. As we lost my mother-in-law last year, as we had to put my father into an assisted living facility in the last year, as I watch my nieces and nephews grow up. Again, not having kids, being a man in his 50s and not having kids, you don't have some of the experiences that a lot of people have when they're in their 20s or 30s or 40s or even 50s. And you understand that. I've always said having kids was not right for me, and I stand by that. And these days, it's almost like I'm thankful. If I'd had kids, my kids would be older by now, they'd be on their own, but that's not the point. Because I worry about the future. I take it very seriously. I view this world very seriously. And right now I think we're seeing that reflection in the Road Warrior, in my Mason Minute podcast, in the world you're looking at right now. I know sometimes you come here for, I don't know what you come here for, just to hear me be stupid. I guess I'm kind of done with being stupid for a while. I promise we're not going to get overly political. We're just going to kind of look at life. A world that needs to change just a little bit in the next months, weeks, maybe even years. Who knows? Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us. YouTube, Facebook, you know the drill. I do truly, honestly appreciate the fact that you are here. I love it when people actually make it to the end and they enjoy the thank you at the end, because it does mean the world to me that anybody pays attention, that anybody cares. That's what we all want. That's why people are on social media. You just want to know that your voice is being heard. And when you push click and you watch this, I know. And it means the world to me. Thanks. See you next week.